So I leave for California in 1 week from tomorrow. So at this point, I'm not too worried about tracking macros. It's, you know, I'm gonna get there and there's not gonna be much to eat. We're not gonna be working out at all. It's like a month of no working out, being in the field in the desert and just doing some training. So with 1 week left, I'm not too worried about hitting my macro spot on every day. I'm gonna eat kind of what I want, get within like a specific calorie range. So yeah, I'm kind of intuitively eating. I'm not tracking too strictly. You know, I'll track for my first 2 meals, and then like dinner and my post-workout meal is kind of just what I want really, but not going too crazy. So this is what I'm gonna have tonight. So I had the Pizza Hut skinny pizza the other day, and it was awesome. I had the skinny club, and then on Pizza Hut's site you can do like create your own. So this is the skinny. Which one did I choose? The skinny luau, crushed tomato sauce, grilled chicken, slow roasted ham, green bell pepper, and sweet pineapple. And just customize it a little bit. I mean, if you want to decrease the fat a little bit, go lighter on the cheese and switch on some of the meats. But I'm gonna add some extra veggies too. So I'm gonna add mushrooms, spinach, cherry peppers, onion, and then I added this balsamic glaze. So that's what it looks like. Only $10, really isn't too bad. And then the macros I have pulled up here. So here's their skinny pizzas. They have a few of them. And then right here is fat. So the skinny luau has 6 grams of fat. It's one of the ones with the lowest amount of fat. The one I had last time was Skinny Club, 9 grams of fat. So 6 grams of fat, 27 grams of carbs, and 11 grams of protein. Usually I wait like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes after eating before going to the gym. But my pre-workout meal was super simple. It was a cup and a half of egg whites, 1 bagel. So I mean, it digested really quick. I only ate about 25 minutes ago. I'm gonna do a scoop and a half of Flight. Why not? I don't have much left of this bottle. Might as well finish it off before I go to NTC. And then tonight's gonna be a chest and tricep workout. And then tomorrow calls for legs, because right now I'm doing like a push-pull legs routine. But I'm gonna save legs for Saturday because I know tomorrow's gonna be a really late night at work. We're finishing up all the shipping, the rest of our vehicles, and that's what we kind of did today. And then Saturday will give me time to really focus on legs. I hate rushing legs, especially late at night, because you know I get off work, I go to the gym, and then it gives me so much time to make my meals, pack my clothes, stuff for the next day. And I just hate rushing a workout, especially legs. So I was walking to the gym tonight, and I walked by the bench, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try to do bench tonight. I'm going to try to stay light, get some volume in, and see, you know, what I can do with my shoulder. So I sit down on the bench, and I warm up, like, very thoroughly. I do arm extensions and dislocation exercises. I do rotator cuff movements with, like, a 5-pound weight. And I get on the bench finally after, like, 15 minutes of warming up, and one set of 135, like, 5 reps in, I could feel it already irritating just the ball of my shoulder. So I think bench is just that one exercise that I might never be able to do again. It just irritates it too much because your wrists are in a position that's, you know, there's no really give for that shoulder joint. So I just transitioned into chest press, and chest press is no problem for me because I can rotate my hands into a position where more of the, I'd say, the stimulus is on my chest rather than my shoulder joint, as opposed to bench press. And I can do dumbbell exercises just fine. And now I can finally start doing some fly and cable machines again, which I haven't been able to do in the past. You know, it's legit when your Pizza Hut has a drive-thru.
Looks good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy
Appreciate
your pizza.
it.
Have a good night.
Thanks. This thing smells awesome. Oh, that looks good. Oh. This one actually looks even better than the last one I got. I think the crust is like more intact, but you can definitely tell it's a lighter crust. Like it's a completely different consistency than like a pan pizza. It's lighter, it's like flakier, it doesn't, not as greasy at all. I mean, you can see there's no grease on the cardboard. So there's some chicken on there, pineapple, a bunch of veggies. I like supreme pizzas, adds a lot of flavor. So I kind of turned this into like a supreme pizza. All right, so I'll tell you which one was better, this one or the chicken club that I got last time. So the luau. Chicken club was probably better, but I mean, this one's really good. It just, like the best way to describe it is like a clean pizza. Not like clean food, but like you don't have that greasy feeling after it. Like it stays together, doesn't fall apart. So I mean, it's just good overall. I'll definitely try the rest of them out. I could literally live off that grocery haul. So barbecue chicken, peanut butter and banana sandwiches, and cereal with chocolate milk. Sometimes when we're in the field, when they bring breakfast in the morning, if it's not MREs, they'll bring a cereal, and I always grab like the small chocolate milks and put it in my cereal. No one else does it. If you guys put cereal in your chocolate milk, or chocolate milk in your cereal, it would make more sense. But how many of you guys have sleeping problems, not being able to fall asleep? There's times like, you know, if my day is really busy or if I take pre-workout too late, I just can't fall asleep. So sometimes I'll take like 5 milligrams of melatonin. And I've been doing it for the longest time, not like on a continuous basis or not like religiously, but every so often if I can't fall asleep, I'll take melatonin. But recently what I've been finding is if I take it at night and I wake up in the morning and I don't get like a full 8 to 10 hours of sleep, I feel super like groggy, just slow, tired in the morning, and it kind of just throws my whole day off. So I try avoiding melatonin as much as possible now, just because I don't feel like myself. I don't feel 100%. But in college, I took melatonin to fall asleep because, you know, my college schedule was different. I was taking naps throughout the day. College was a good life. Kind of missed those days, but I really can't take melatonin anymore because it just throws my day off. The following day, the whole morning, I'm just out of it. I'm just falling asleep. So, note to self, don't take pre-workout too late anymore. Sit, sit, sit. Lyra, sit. Does anyone else always brush their teeth before going to the gym? Because you never know. Like your future wife can be at the gym on a Friday night at 8:30 p.m. That could be your soulmate. Always brush your teeth before the gym. So I had this problem in college where whenever I needed a shirt to wear to the gym, and if all my cutoffs were like dirty or in the wash or something, I would just like grab something out of my closet and cut it. And then I ran into the problem where all my shirts ended up being cutoffs, and I no longer had like regular shirts anymore. And that's kind of what I did here. I like wearing cutoffs when I'm doing, especially shoulder day, because it kind of is like that confidence booster. You see yourself, like my gym has really good half natty lighting, and it's kind of just a big confidence booster. And this is the first time I've ever cut like a silky shirt. Typically it's just like cotton, but it's a shirt I don't wear. It's like for a 5K I did back home. So I figured I would just cut it off. And the key to cutting a really good cut off, because a lot of you guys email me asking me to cut shirts, you need to cut it like very thin at the shoulder, and then cut the back. You're not gonna be able to see it. You cut the back thinner, almost like a stringer or like a razor back, than the front. So it shows off the back muscles, and it just looks good.
Kick down the sub-section to the hip-hop nation. Who sell out the stores? You tell me who's top. Who cop the blue job? Who jewels got got? Name on the blimp. Guarantee me yourself. Double up. You know the thing I'm like, well, double up. We don't start to start. The end time. I need you on the eye. Will you please? Lyrically. See Boston jig on the couple.
So what I like doing lately for shoulders is start with dumbbell overhead press and working with a moderate weight in the, I'd say, 8 to 15 rep range. And that's kind of my burnout exercise. So I pre-exhaust the muscles with dumbbell overhead press, and then I go into barbell overhead press. So I probably am not gonna go over 135 pounds today. You see that, Beetle? So 4 sets, 135 pounds, as many reps as possible for each set. All right, so to finish off shoulders, I'm just gonna do side lateral raises. All right, so this is one of my favorite tricep exercises. I feel it's like the most effective. You get a really good contraction on it. So I'm using 60 pounds. I'll do 3 sets of about 10 to 15 reps. Pretty much like an RP 9.5, 10, almost a failure every set. So strength, size, mass, results have been spot on lately. And don't take this the wrong way, not cocky or conceited, but it makes me realize that the untapped potential that I still have in upcoming years of training and being consistent with what I'm doing has not really been like, I'm just scratching the surface at this point. And when I have the time not being in the field and the resources available, it makes those results so much more achievable. So after NTC, I have like 3 or 4 months until we go to the field again, which I can really focus on my training, my nutrition, and working on a program that has long-term results rather than short-term. Because right now, I'm so oriented on these short-term goals because my long-term goals can't really be reached because there's so much training coming up and so many other things that are keeping me from, kind of setting moderate long-term goals, if you know what I mean, just because training rotations coming up and going to the field. So all my training as of right now is pretty short-term. So when I get back from NTC, I'll let you guys know what my training program is going to be. It's going to start incorporating more strength training. Macros will stay the same. I think this winter I'm going to go on a moderate bulk, so put some more weight on, because I really haven't broke 215 ever. So I would eventually like to get to 225, even 230, but still have a pretty good running time. We'll see where I can go with that. But that wraps up the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. This whole video was filmed with the Sony RX100 Mark III, by the way. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. I will talk to you in the next video. 1 more week until NTC.